Inside every human being listening to my voice, there is a kingdom. And in the center of that kingdom, there is a throne. That throne was designed and built for one ruler and one ruler, only your mind. Your discipline will your sound intellect, your principled reason. But in the lives of most people, there has been a silent coup. The king is living in exile, and the court jester is running the palace. That jester is your emotions. Your feelings were designed to be a valuable servant in the kingdom, a passionate advisor to the throne. They were never meant to wear the crown. And so you live in the chaos of a kingdom ruled by a clown. Your destiny is held hostage by your mood. Your potential is chained to your passions. You are a king or a queen living like a slave to the whims of the most unstable citizen in your own government. There is a plot against your greatness, a silent, coordinated effort put into motion the day you were born with a single devastating objective. Its goal is not your destruction, but your domestication. It does not seek to kill you, but to tame you. This conspiracy is not interested in your death. It is obsessed with your mediocrity. It is a plan to take the wild, untamed lion of your potential and convince it to spend its life purring contentedly in a cage designed for a house cat. And the most dangerous part of this plot is that its chief conspirators are not hiding in the shadows. They are standing in plain sight, and you have been taught your entire life to call them your friends, your teachers, and your protectors. The first conspirator is the custodian of the status quo. This is the system that educated you. It is the culture that socialized you. Its greatest fear is originality, and its most cherished tool is the production line. It doesn't want innovators, it wants employees. It doesn't want leaders, it wants followers. It rewards you for coloring within the lines, for memorizing the approved answers, and for marching in step with everyone else. It gives you trophies for being a perfect copy, and labels you a troublemaker for being an authentic original. This system is designed to sand down your sharp edges, to file away your unique signature until you fit perfectly and predictably into the slot it has prepared for you. It offers you security as a reward for surrendering your significance. The second conspirator is the voice of the collective. This is the incessant whisper of the crowd, the tyranny of popular opinion. Its weapon is your deep-seated need to belong. It offers you the poisoned comfort of acceptance in exchange for the sacrifice of your distinction. The moment you dare to dream a dream that is bigger than the crowd's, it will mock you. The moment you try to climb higher than they are willing to go, it will try to pull you down. It will call you arrogant for your confidence and foolish for your faith. It is the committee of crabs in a bucket, ensuring that none can escape to a higher place. This voice has one central message: don't be different. Don't stand out. Stay with us. It's safe here in the middle. It sells you on the safety of the harbor to keep you from discovering your power on the open sea. But the most effective and treacherous conspirator is the one that lives inside of you. It is the guardian of your history. It is the ghost of every mistake you have ever made, every failure you have ever endured. This internal agent collaborates with the outside forces. When the system tells you that you are just a number, the guardian of your history whispers, "Remember that time you failed?" They're right. When the crowd tells you that your dream is impossible, it says, "Remember what happened last time you tried? Don't embarrass yourself again." This conspiracy only has power because you have agreed to be a co-conspirator against yourself. You have been taught to be the zookeeper of your own magnificent beast. Average is the crime you were never meant to commit. So how do you plead to this charge? Are you guilty of collaborating with the conspiracy against your own greatness? The moment you decide to plead not guilty, the moment you refuse to commit the crime of being average, your rebellion begins. But this rebellion is not fought with weapons of protest or banners of anger. It is fought with a power the system has tried to hide from you. The conspiracy wants you to believe that power is a position, that authority is a title, and that leadership is a corner office with your name on the door. They want you to stand in line and wait your turn for permission to be powerful. But I have come to tell you that true power, the power that shapes cultures and changes history, is not a position at all. It is influence. And this influence is a currency that you already possess, waiting to be spent. You must understand the difference between management and leadership. Management is a title. Leadership is a choice. A manager can force people to comply through authority, but a leader inspires them to cooperate through relationship. The manager says, "Go." The leader says, "Let's go." The system of mediocrity is filled with managers, but it is starving for leaders. It wants you to be a good employee, to follow the rules and wait for instructions, but your potential demands that you become a leader right where you are, with or without a title. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge, and your charge is everything and everyone within your sphere of influence. You do not need a promotion to begin to lead. You only need a purpose. So how do you mint this currency of influence? You don't get it by demanding it. You earn it by demonstrating it. The first minting press is your character. Your integrity is the gold standard upon which your influence is built. When people know they can trust your word, they will begin to trust your vision. The second press is your competence. Stop doing the minimum required and start setting the maximum standard. Become so good at what you do that your excellence becomes magnetic. People are naturally drawn to and influenced by those who have mastered their craft. Competence gives you credibility. Finally, the third press is your contribution. The person who solves the most problems in any room automatically becomes the most influential person in that room. Stop pointing out what is wrong and start creating what is right. Add value to people. Solve their problems. Your solution is the source of your influence. This currency is the funding for your escape from the prison of average. While others are waiting for a title to give them power, you will be busy spending your influence to create change. You will lead from the second row, from the factory floor, from the sales desk, from your own home. You will inspire the person next to you. You will improve the process nobody else wants to fix. You will solve the problem everyone else is complaining about. This is the essence of true leadership. It is not about climbing a corporate ladder. It is about building a ladder for others to climb with you. Even when you have no official title on the wall. Stop asking for a bigger title. Start becoming a bigger person. But how do you become a bigger person? Does it happen by chance? Is it a product of luck? No. To become a bigger person is an act of deliberate construction. It is an act of architecture. Before you can build a bigger life on the outside, you must first design and build a bigger mind on the inside. The war against mediocrity, the fight for your influence, the battle for your very destiny, these are not won in the marketplace or in the office. They are won or lost on the 6 inches of real estate between your ears. You must understand that your mind is not a passive receptacle for information. It is the active construction site for your reality. Your thinking is the blueprint from which your life is built. Most people are living in mental shacks, haphazardly built from the rotting timber of past failures, the rusty nails of other people's opinions, and the cracked foundation of their own limiting beliefs. They allow any thought, like a stray animal, to wander in and make a home. But a true leader and architect of destiny understands that the mind must be designed with intention. Every great building first exists as a blueprint. I ask you tonight, where is the blueprint for your thinking? What have you decided to believe about yourself? What have you determined is possible for your life? You cannot build a skyscraper life on the mental blueprint of a hut. Your belief system is the set of instructions you give to life about how to treat you. Once you have the blueprint, you must become vigilant about your building materials. A structure is only as strong as the materials used to build it. The materials of your mental palace are your thoughts. Every single day, you are choosing your materials. Are you building with the reinforced steel of courage or the soft clay of fear? Are you using the clear glass of possibility or the dirty windows of doubt? You must become the gatekeeper of your own mind. You must stand guard at the door of your imagination and inspect every thought that seeks entry. You must ask of every thought, does this serve the vision I am building? Does this align with my blueprint? Not every thought has a right to your attention. You have the authority to deny entry to any thought that is not worthy of the palace you are constructing. This requires both construction and demolition. You must be a builder of new habits of thought, laying down new neural pathways of positivity and power every day. But you must also be a ruthless demolition crew for the old, dilapidated structures of your past. You cannot build a monument to your future on the foundation of your old insecurities. You must take a sledgehammer to the walls of I can't. You must bulldoze the slums of I'm not good enough. You must tear down any thought that contradicts the blueprint of the magnificent person you were created to be. This is the hardest work you will ever do, but it is the only work that truly matters. Dot reality does not respond to your desires. It responds to your design. Dot. But what is the purpose of this grand design? Why must you engage in the hard labor of building this internal palace, of minting this currency of influence? Is it merely for your own success? For your own comfort? No. The ultimate purpose of designing a powerful mind is to build a life that will outlast your body. You are not designing a temporary residence. You are architecting a permanent legacy. The true test of your life's construction is not how well it stands while you are in it, but how well it serves humanity long after you have gone. You must stop living for the weekend and start living beyond your own obituary. There are two questions that govern a life. The question of success asks, what can I accumulate? The question of legacy asks, what can I contribute? The conspiracy of average wants you to be obsessed with the first question. It wants you to spend your one and only life gathering titles, possessions, and applause that will all turn to dust. But a life of purpose is governed by the second question. It is a life dedicated not to accumulation, but to allocation. It is a life focused on investing your gifts into vehicles that will continue to pay dividends to the world long after you have departed. You must shift your ambition from being successful to being significant. Success is buried with you. Significance is what is spoken of at your funeral and for generations to come. Dot. So what is a legacy made of? It is not made of stone or steel. A legacy is not a monument that you build. It is a seed that you plant. A monument is finished, and from the day it is unveiled, it begins to decay. But a seed, when planted in fertile ground, grows, multiplies, and produces a forest long after the planter is gone. Your ideas are seeds. Your principles are seeds. The potential you awaken in another person is a seed. Your greatest legacy will not be the money you leave, but the wisdom you share. It will not be the buildings you erect, but the people you build. Stop trying to impress people with what you own and start impacting them with what you know and who you are. The true measure of your life will be the number of trees that are growing from the seeds you planted in the soil of other people's lives. This is the ultimate purpose of your rebellion. The reason you must escape the conspiracy of average is so you have a unique seed to plant. The reason you must mint the currency of influence is to gain access to more fertile ground. The reason you must become the architect of your mind is to protect and cultivate the most powerful seeds within you. It is all for this one grand purpose, to leave the world richer than you found it, to live in such a way that the world will feel the vacuum when you are gone, but will celebrate the harvest of your contribution for centuries. Work is what you are paid for. Your legacy is what you are made for. So the blueprint for your mind is in your hand. The currency of your influence is in your pocket. And the silent conspiracy against your greatness has been exposed for the fraud that it is. The choice that stands before you now is no longer a matter of ignorance, but a matter of will. Will you continue to live as a well-behaved prisoner in a world designed to keep you small? Or will you answer the call of the architect within you and begin the great work of building a life that matters for? I did not come here tonight merely to inspire you. I came to indict you, to indict the average person you have settled for. In the name of the magnificent original you were created to be, I charge you to go out from this place and declare war on your own mediocrity. Stop negotiating with your potential. Stop asking for permission to be powerful. Stop waiting for a title to start leading. Go and build. Build a mind so strong that failure cannot scar it. Build an influence so vast that criticism cannot stop it. Build a life so significant that death cannot end it. Go and plant the seeds of your greatness in the soil of this world. The conspiracy wants to enrich the graveyard with your treasure. Your destiny demands that you defraud it. Good luck and thank you.